Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. And here is the Juggernaut, Joyce. A massive 80-inch reach, 6'6" tall. So much height behind this guy. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the most intimidating specimens in the division.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, and...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
The fans are ready, and it looks like we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Couldn't land that jab. Here comes the Juggernaut. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab scores. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
This kid ain't got no gas in the tank anymore. You're so makes this guy. He's going to jump all over his face.
So here we go, the Juggernaut back on display. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Uppercut just missed. The left jab is landing at will. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job. Good idea, but misses with the left hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Nice counter shot. That uppercut misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A huge opportunity. Can he cash in?
His legs have gone. He's got to get the hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Look at him and get his breath back. He's scared of you, kid. You keep... It's so important that in the first one of these next round, you get on top of him and get his breath back.
Joyce, an Olympic silver medalist. Beautiful counter shot. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. There's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. And the Big Daddy hits the floor.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
They need to turn this around halfway through. Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. Then they get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think...
The Juggernaut back in a huge fight again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. That left hook missed. Straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. You make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. That hook doesn't score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Joyce, one of the biggest heavyweights in the division. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right, just missing. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. That counter punch on him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Joyce is in trouble.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
These punches coming from every angle. One of the best chins in the division, Joyce. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round. Joyce always swinging for the fences. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They're both trying for a knockout. Off the charts action from both. A very close round with 10 seconds to go. that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you think it comes...
Joe Joyce, an Olympic medalist. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You'd like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. Joyce will face all comers. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He caught him big time.
Beautiful shot.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
He's nearly down.
Joe Joyce was one of the highest knockout ratios in the heavyweight division. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he scores with the counter. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. All of Great Britain is behind Joe. Both. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last.